Welcome back to All This Math. This is Professor Parker. Now, we're doing ACT prep. We try to get out the way so you can see this. So, look, let me read the actual problem. The full problem is listed in the description notes, right? And it says that even though on YouTube I can't put less than signs because that's something with the code, it like throws everything off, right? And it won't publish the video if I do that. So let me just read this. So if you see in the description notes, it says is less than and is less than instead of the less than sign, just know that that's why. I had to learn that the hard way one time. So anyway, saying that 4 is less than the square root of x is less than 9 is equivalent to saying what about x? Equivalent. That's an important word in this problem, equivalent. Now, there's a reason that I listed the multiple choice answers because it's from the multiple choice answers that we're able to derive or figure out what the answer could be. Notice that in the original expression, we had the square root of x. But notice that in all these answers, we only have x's, right? There's no square root symbol. So what that indicates to me is that what we should do is we should try to get rid of this square root symbol and see what happens. Now notice this is an inequality. This is what we call a compound inequality, meaning it's more than one inequality in one, right? So the same rules for equations apply to inequalities, except for one rule, which is when you multiply or divide by a negative, you gotta, it's like playing Uno, hitting them with the reverse card, you know what I'm saying? You gotta flip the inequality symbol around in the other direction, right? So think about it. How do I get rid of this radical sign? How do you do that? You do the opposite operation to get rid of stuff. Whenever you solve an equation or inequality, if you're trying to get rid of something, you do the opposite operation. So ask yourself, what is the opposite of taking the square root of something? Ask yourself that. What is the opposite of taking the square root of something? It's squaring something. So that means I'm gonna square this, but look, because it's an inequality, I gotta stay balanced, even if those are inequality. Just like with an equation, I gotta stay balanced. If I square this, that means I gotta square this. And if I square this, I also gotta square that. So everything gotta get squared. So really, I could look at it like this. So square everything. Square the whole joint, right? So what's 4 squared? 4 squared is not 8. It's 4 times 4, which is 16. So I got 16 less than, now, a square root squared they cancel each other out. The exponent and the radical sign cancel each other out. Again, the radical sign and the exponent cancel each other out because they're inverses of each other, leaving you with just x. And then over here we got 9 squared, which is not 18, it's 81. So that is what this is equivalent to when the radical sign is removed. So where's that answer at? Right here. Right there. It's not this, it's not this, it's not this, it's not this. It's this right here. But that type of problem, that requires some experience. Like you will have had to have seen a problem like that. So it's a good thing you're watching this YouTube channel and you saw this video, right? By the way, share this channel with everybody you know. Share this channel with everybody you know so that they can get the guidance and the insight, that you're getting by watching this. All right. So that's another ACT prep question. And definitely look for problems like this and practice problems like this. So by the time you take the exam, it'll be familiar and you'll be able to run right through it. All right. See you in the next video.